Hey you guys, welcome back to Sweetbee TV. I'm your host Sienna Leone, and today we are on one of the biggest carpets I've ever seen before. We are celebrating at the premiere of the Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire movie. We're going to be catching up with the director and some of the cast, so stay tuned. Now, 1955, when I was doing my research, Godzilla stems.
Wait, you were doing research in 1955? You're looking very good.
I know. I'm aging
incredible.
Backwards, Benjamin Buttoning. But you know, when we look at this, okay, people love this. I mean,
Yes.
1955 is when one of the first Godzillas came out. So,
Got it.
with everyone watching at home that have idolized this franchise, okay,
Yeah.
what do you think they're going to be loving from this one that maybe we haven't seen before in the others?
I knew that we could break new ground stylistically and tell a film, really tell the movie that I'd always wanted to see since I was a 10-year-old kid. I'd always wanted to see a movie that was told from the monster's point of view. You know, when you're watching the old Toho films when you're like 6 years old, your imagination is still interfacing with the movie. And so you kind of understand what the characters are thinking, probably in ways that maybe weren't even intended, but you know that like it's all there. And so that was the inspiration I took, is I knew that it wasn't going to be repeating myself. I wasn't just doing another sequel. We were doing a movie that was going to approach the monsters in a way that had never been done before, and that's exciting.
You've never seen a collab quite like this. Godzilla and Kong working together to defeat a whole new beastly enemy. It's just, you know, he's got a different look, you know, which I know every time a new Godzilla comes out, people, you know, they have their questions, but I think it looks pretty cool. And, you know, there's so much more character. That's one of the things I love that Adam Wingard has done with these movies, is give these creatures, these beasts, you know, real storylines, and, you know, use the tools available to filmmakers now to really give us real storylines that we follow with them.
Absolutely. Now, kind of on the topic of this question, I mean, stemming all the way back 1955 to we're in 2004 now, and this Godzilla is still so loved. Why do you think that is by people all around the world? Why do you think they're so invested in this story?
Well, it's interesting because I don't even remember a time in my life where I remember seeing Godzilla or King Kong for the first time. They've just kind of always existed in our reality. And so they've incepted us, and they're here to stay, I think, and there's no going back from here.
Bernie, how did this character challenge you for this one?
I don't think I had enough throat coat tea on this one because I was screaming every single day. Bernie gets, you know, jettisoned into Hollow Earth, and he's trying to figure out what's really going on down there, and he thought that he was ready for the adventure, and he really wasn't. So, you know, there's a lot of creepy, scary things beyond Godzilla and Kong that go on down there. So I think, for me, the best way to approach it was to think about what Brian would do, and Brian would never go down there. So since Bernie had to go, I just had to find my inner fear and just let that out.
And you did it so well. I'm so excited for everyone to see this. Absolutely. Last question here. TikTok is buzzing. They want to know anything you could tell us about what they're going to be seeing from the characters Suko or Shimo.
Well, Suko's a very deceptive little guy. I mean, like, you know, on the surface, he looks like a cute little, like, Ewok or something, but he's got a lot more going on. Like, the way I always kind of described him in the early phases was, this is like, you know, he's like if Baby Yoda was going to eat the skin off of your face. You know, that's sort of, you know, he's a tough little guy. So he's a fun new character. Yeah.
I think they cast this perfectly, from Brian to Rebecca to Kaylee. Tell me about working with all of them.
Yeah, I mean, those three were incredible in the last installment. And so, you know, I knew we were in good hands. I just had to come along and, you know, throw Trapper into the mix and be a bit of an idiot alongside them. And I had so much fun playing with, you know, Rebecca's one of my oldest friends, so that was easy. We've known each other since college, and we've worked together many times. Brian is brilliant and so playful, such a fun actor to bounce off, and, you know, just to kind of inject those human moments in a story of this scale and size with a bit of humor and a bit of silliness. You know?
I'm excited for everyone to meet Trapper. Thank you for your time. Congrats on this. What a carpet this is, you guys. It is crazy busy. Everyone's so excited about this movie, but that's it from us for the Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire. Premiere March 29th. Make sure you guys are staying tuned. The movie will be out then. I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and we will see you guys next carpet. Bye, everyone.